morning students, welcome to the session, and today we are going to do the topic square root of a fraction. So we will start with this. Now over here when I am telling you all about the square root of a fraction, here we are having the two positive numbers A and B. Okay, so it will be what? Root A upon B is equal to root A upon root B. This is the way we are going to write it. Next, over here, so here it will be what? Now square root of a fraction. This is about the two positive numbers A and B. Next is we are going to do the square root of a fraction. When we are telling the square root of a fraction means what? Your square root of the numerator upon the square root of denominator. Okay, now the first one what we had done, two positive numbers A and B, that will be how we are going to write root A upon B, that is equal to root A upon root B. When we are coming to the square root of a fraction, your formula is square root of the numerator divided by the square root of denominator. Okay, now if I say find the square root of 7 1 upon 9. That means what? Here 9 sevens are 63 plus 1 64 upon 9. So therefore root of 7 1 upon 9 is equal to root 64 upon 9, that is equal to root 64 upon root 9, that is equal to 8 upon 3. Okay, means what? This will be root A upon B is equal to root A upon root B. Okay, so now if I am giving you all find the square root of, I am again explaining you all 7 1 upon 9. How you have got 64 upon 9? 9 into 7, 63 plus 1, 64. You have got 64 upon 9. Now, how you are going to write it in the form of the square root? So, root of 7 1 upon 9 is equal to this what you have got 64 upon root 64 upon 9. This 64 upon 9 you are going to write as root A upon root B. What I have written over here, that is equal to root 64 upon root 9 is equal to 8 upon 3. How you have got 8 upon 3? 8 8s are 64. 3 3s are 9. So it will be 8 upon 3. So I have used the formula as root A upon B, that is this. Okay, and root A upon root B, which will be root 64 upon root 9, which will be 8 upon 3. So here your answer is equal to 8 upon 3. So here you have found out the square root. Okay, now the next what we are going to do is we are going to find out the square root by the decimal number. Now, and below that I am writing evaluate root 1.96. So here how you are going to solve is root 1.96 is equal to nothing else but 196 upon 100 root. That is equal to root 196 upon root 100, that is equal to root of 14 into 14 upon 10 into 10 is equal to 14 upon 10 is equal to 1 1.4. So here your answer is equal to 1.4. This is what you have to find out the square root by the decimal number. I have given you all evaluate root 1.96 point. So it is decimal 1.96. So as the sum you are writing over here root of 1.96 is equal to root of 196 divided by 100. You know 196 divided by 100 will come to 1.96. That is equal to root of 196 divided by 100 is equal to root 196 upon root 100. In the earlier sum we had done root A upon root B is equal to root A upon root B. So I have done over here is equal to root A upon root B. That is equal to 196. How you have got? 14 into 14 will give you 196 and 10 into 10 will give you 100. That is equal to 14 upon 10. When you are saying 14 upon 10 it will be 1.4. So your answer is 1.4. So you have to evaluate of root 1.96. Answer is equal to 1.4. Next is we are going to do by the division method. Now, if I say find the square root of 39.0625 using the division method. So here how we are going to do? Again 39.0625. Okay, that means here you are going to take these two, then these two and these two. Okay, so here it will be what? 6 6s are 36 because 7 7s are 49. 49 is greater than 39. So it will be 6 6s are 36. So here this 6 you are going to add over here will give you 12. This will be 3. Then you are going to take these two digits, that is 0 6. So 112 into that number multiplied by that number you should get over here. That will be what? Nothing else, suppose 2. Okay, so 122 into 2 will give you 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. Okay, if you are taking, now so here 244, so 2s are 244. This 2 again you are going to carry it over here plus 2 will give you 124. So here 2, you have got 2 and then here you will get 6 and then again this 25 you are going to bring it down. So you are going to multiply that particular number to this number, you get this. So suppose 1 2 4 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20 plus 2, 22. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. 5 1s are 5 plus 1, 6. See here, you have got 6 2 2 5. So here 5 5. So 1 2 4 5 into 5 will give you 6 2 2 5. Okay, which will give you 0 0 0. Now here remember this 5 again you are taking it down plus 5 which will give you 2 1. So here how much it is? Your answer is equal to 625. Okay. So you have been given this sum 39.0625. So here 6 6 are 36. This 6 you are bringing it down over here. 6 plus 6 12. Here, so 39 minus 6 will give you 3. Then you are taking these two, that is 0 6 over here. Then you are multiplying 122 122 into 2 will give you 244. So 306 minus 244 will give you 62. Then this 2, again you're bringing it over here and you're adding, that is 124. Then again you're taking one number which you're multiplying it by the same number, you get 625. So 1245 into 5 will give you 625. This 5, again you're bringing it down over here to the left side, which will give you 1250. Here it will be 625. Here 6225 minus 6225 will give you 0. So ultimate your result is 625. This will be your answer. Now the next what we are going to do is we are going to find out the cube and the cube root of a number. So this we had done about the square roots. Next we are going to do about the cube roots. So cube and cube roots of a number. Okay. Now, if you are taking n cubed, means what? N into n into n. Cube means 3 times, square means twice. Here 3 times n cubed is equal to n into n. Now we are going to do the perfect cube, we had done it, still we will do the perfect square we had done, now we will do the perfect cube. Okay, now if suppose we have been given 9261, okay, now you are doing it 9261, which will be 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 28, 1 minute, 3 3s are 9, then 0, then you are taking these 2, 3 8s are 24, 3 7s are 21, again 3 1s are 3, 0, 3 2s are 6, 3 9s are 27, again 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9, then again 7, 1029, 343, 7, 49, then again 7 7s are 49, 7 1s are 7. So over here you can see that 9261 is equal to what? 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. Understood? So now over here you have got what? You have got all these 3, you have got 3 and 7. Okay, you are grouping it into triplets. So here there is no number which is left, so it is a perfect cube. Okay. You have done the prime factorization, you are seeing that each has got cube, means 3 times. If it was square, perfect square, 2, 2. Here we are going to take 3, 3, perfect cube. So here 3 into 3 into 3, you are going to take 1. And 7 into 7 into 7, each has got pair, 3, perfect cube. It's cube. Okay, perfect cube. So 3 into 3 into 3 and 7 into 7 into 7, that means it has got pairs of 3, so it is a perfect cube. Next is cube root of a whole number. Now, when we are saying the cube root of a whole number means what? Now, suppose I have given you all the sum, find the cube root of, suppose I am giving you all one sum as 512. So here you are doing 512, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are, it will be 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 5 1, 2 5s are 10, 11 1, 2 6 are 12. Again 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 8s are 16. 2 6 are 12. 2 4s are 8. 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 8s are 16. Again 2 4s are 8. I'll just do it again, 1 minute. I'll do it from here. 5 1 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. 2 6s are 12. 2 1s are 2 2s are 4. 2 8s are 16. 2 6s are 12. 2 4s are 8. 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. 2 6s are 12. 2 8s are 16. 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. So here your 5 and 2 is equal to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, now see whether you are having, find the cube root, you are having it. Okay, that means here 3, and here. You can write into 2 here only. So you will not get confused. Okay, so that is equal to what? 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, that is equal to what? 8. So therefore, the cube root of 5 and 2 is equal to 8. Okay, so now here again I'm explaining 5 and 2, you have to find out the cube root of the whole number. So 5 and 2 you have got, you are doing the prime factorization, I have shown you all over here, and then the cube root 5 and 2, that is 2, 9 times you have multiplied, so you are having each pair for it 3, 3, 3 pair. That is what? 2 into 2 into 2 will give you 8. So cube root of 5 and 2 will be 8. So your answer will be 8 for this particular sum. Answer. Next will be the cube root of a fraction. Now, under the cube root of a fraction, remember, is equal to what? Cube root of numerator, like how we had done for the earlier one, square root, like that. Cube root of a fraction is equal to cube root of a numerator divided by cube root of denominator. Understood? This is the formula for the cube root of a fraction. Now suppose if I am giving you all one sum, now this will be your formula. Now if I am giving you all a sum as convert 635 upon 216. So now 635 upon 216 is equal to what? 216 into 6 plus 35 upon 216, which will give you 1331 upon 216. So you're taking root, and again you are taking root. That is equal to what? That will be, you're taking 1331, which will be 11. Okay, 11 ones are 11, 11 twos are 22, 11 ones are 11. Again 11, again 11 ones are 11. So here for 131 it will be 11 into 11 into 11, whereas for 216, when you are taking 216, you will be taking 2 ones are, 2 eights are. Okay, then 2 5s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, 2 7s are, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. Okay. So now here it will be what? Divided by, here you are taking root of what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3, which will give you what? Root 11 into 11 into 11 upon, you have got root 6 into 6 into 6. Okay, you are taking here what? You are taking this 2, this 3, this 2, this 3, this 2, this 3. So it is equal to what? 11 upon 6, that is equal to 15 upon 6. So this will be what? You are going to convert your 635 upon 216. So here you have written the sum as it is, that is equal to, first what you are going to do, this is your mixed fraction, you are going to make it into improper fraction, that is 216 into 6 plus 35 divided by a denominator, that is 216. So once you are calculating 216 into 6 plus 35 will give you 1331 divided by a denominator is same, that is 216. Now you are going to take the prime factor of 1331, which gives you 11 into 11 into 11. So here you are going to write root 11 into 11 into 11 divided by root 216. Once you are doing the prime factor, I have done it over there, it comes to 3 times 2 into 3 times 3. Now here you are writing this over here, that is root 11 into 11 into 11. Now here how you have got root 6 into 6 into 6. See here, 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 3, 6. That is equal to 11 upon 6. Now this is your improper. You are making into mixed fraction, that is 15 upon 6. You can confirm it. 6 ones are 6. 6 plus 5 will give you 11. So it will be 15 upon 6. That will be your answer. Next is suppose we are taking that, find the smallest number by which 3087 should be multiplied to get a perfect cube. Also, you have to find the perfect cube. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we have been given what? 3087. So 3087, we are going to factorize it, which will be 3 ones are 0, 3 twos are 6, 3 nines are 27. Again 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 3 threes are 9. Again 7 fours are 28, 9. Again 7 sevens are 49, 7 ones are 7. Okay. So here 3087 is equal to what? 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. So here you have got 7 into 7 into 7, but for 3 you don't have. So therefore the triplet of 7 is obtained and 3 is missing from triplet of 3. Got it. Now this is the last sum which we are coming. I'll just explain to you all. You have to find, the question is, you have to find the smallest number by which 3087, they were given the digit 3087 should be multiplied to to get a perfect cube also, you have to find the perfect cube also. So for this, what you have to do? You have to do the prime factor of 3087, which will give you 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. So I have written over here, as we have done the prime factor, I have written over here, but over here we can see we have got a pair for 7, 7 into 7 into 7, because it's a perfect, it's a cube. Okay, so you have got, for 7 you have got the pair 3 times, but for 3 you have not got, that's why I have written the triplet of 7. Triplet is 3 times. It is 7 is obtained, triplet of 7 is obtained, and 3 is missing from the triplet of 3. That's it, children, for today. I hope so you have enjoyed with the session. I'll come to the end of this session. Thank you so much.